Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And I've got a good one for you today because you need to beware of restaurant closures right now. And they may not be what you think they are. Please don't forget to the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. But let's get into it right away. I am in Carlsbad today in San Diego County. I am at Tamarack Beach. And right now we've all seen this. You go to a restaurant and they're closed right now temporarily because of staffing issues. And there was a restaurant this week that I went and told my girlfriend, hey, I've got some time. Let's meet for lunch. And we've eaten at this place, oh my gosh, 50 times. They have great lunch specials, Chinese restaurant. And we go there for their lunch specials and they have a sign on the door, hey, we have staffing problems today. We're going to open for dinner tonight. And this was on Wednesday, the 21st of September. And you're going to say, why is that relevant? Well, here in Southern California, we have a newspaper, the Orange County Register. And one of the most popular features in the Orange County Register is restaurant closures. And here's the thing. I know people that get the subscription to this paper just for this feature, where they tell you what restaurants have been closed by the health department. That's interesting. So you're sitting there and you're getting restaurant closures. The health inspectors go out, they write the reports, which are public, and then this newspaper publishes them. And I have relatives that won't eat at places if there's an issue. And they look it up over the course of the last year and it's searchable and all this stuff, which can be pretty devastating to a restaurant. Now, the restaurant that I was going to eat at was a place called Fortune Cookies, okay, in Fountain Valley, California. Now, here's the relevancy of this. My girlfriend, when I first started dating her, lived in another city called Los Alamitos. And Fortune Cookie was without the plural, cookie, was a restaurant in Los Alamitos. It was owned by this family and it was authentic Chinese food that was insane. And it was basically one of those rooms you walk into, just a rectangle room, and just crazy good food. Always people there, always a line, and they prided themselves on their delivery from the restaurant very fast, within 5 miles. And one night I was at her house and she ordered food and we literally had the food. Now, she lived 1 mile away and we had the food in 17 minutes from when she hung the phone up to where the guy was knocking on the door. 17 minutes for the full meal. Crazy, okay? Well, flash forward and people loved this food, and there was a man that wanted to be a partner in this restaurant. He is a doctor, and this doctor, this endocrinologist, who is a diabetic doctor, said, I love how healthy this food is. It's so great. I want to have another restaurant like this. And he became a major investor. So they added the plural, cookies, Fortune Cookies, and then they opened up in Fountain Valley. And we met the doctor, and it was when I was doing my conferences and stuff. We're asking questions, but again, all about taste, all about how healthy it was. And it was just crazy good. But, you could sit there as a diabetic and you could go eat at this place and he would give you things and give you the blood sugar levels, and they have special menus. It was crazy if somebody was a diabetic or if they had, certain food restrictions, just great. But anyways, the food was fantastic. Flash forward, place sells. Flash forward, it's not the same. Now, here's the thing. The Orange County Register wrote them up on Tuesday, the 20th of September, for cockroach infestation. Now, here's how this gets portrayed. And the Orange County Register, what they do is they do this every week, and they list restaurants. But this is the one I'm curious about. And the point is that on their door, and I wish I would have taken a picture of it, it said, we're short-staffed today. We'll open up this afternoon. Well, that was on the 21st, and their health department restriction was lifted on the 21st. So that is absolutely disgusting. Now, here's the worst part. On Thursday, hey, let me make it up to you, honey. Let me take you to Fortune Cookies and let's go get dinner. So I went and bought her dinner, and the menu had changed. Bunch of Thai food at a Chinese restaurant. That's kind of different. So we ordered, the stuff we would normally order and cashew chicken. And the cashew chicken was so spicy with jalapenos and these red serrano chilies that it was inedible. It was just so hot. And I'm like, hey, I've eaten here a bunch of times. Oh yeah, we changed the menu. There's certain things that are Thai inspired now. How is cashew chicken Thai inspired? Well, it's the heat. Well, the heat sucks. Okay. And anyways, we ended up taking 90% of it home. And Friday comes out, the 22nd, or excuse me, the 23rd of the restaurant closures for the week, and Fortune Cookie was on there. So I don't know if you guys have this where you live, where they write up restaurants and they tell you what's good and what's bad. But there are reasons for this. There are reasons for cleanliness. There are reasons to be safe, when you go out and eat. And geez, let me think, cockroach infestation. That's kind of a deal killer for me, guys. So I won't be going back to this place. I'm furious about this, but I feel like an imbecile because I took my girlfriend there and we ate there the day after they supposedly cleaned the place up. What do you guys think about that? Okay. Now, the places that get written up, in Orange County, it's not like some of the neighboring counties where if you go to Riverside County, they give it a level. And LA does this too. A, B, C, D on your grade, and you get a grade in the window. Well, I got to be honest with you. If somebody had a B or a C or a D, I'm not going to go eat at that place. I'm not going to drive by and sit there and eat at a place that's got a C level. Oh, gee, yeah, we're kind of clean sometimes, maybe. Who knows? You know what I mean? Come on. So Orange County doesn't do that, but they have to post the health records on these restaurants. So you're starting to see more and more people that are cutting corners in restaurants, and they're cutting corners with food quality. They're cutting corners with food safety. They're cutting corners with cleanliness and everything like that. And it's absolutely disgusting. And this is no different. So, when you eat at a restaurant, know if the place is clean or not. And don't always buy, oh, they're short-staffed. Well, maybe they're closed down by the health department. And the cool thing about Orange County is that we've got this record to let you know that it's like this. Now, guys, you have to make your own decision if you're going to eat at a restaurant like this. But this is crazy. And this is the problem that you're starting to see with everything in the restaurant industry. My son, who used to grow up and eat pizza and chicken nuggets and crap all day long, loves the Mongolian barbecue, Korean barbecue, and I introduced him to the Brazilian barbecue, which is basically a huge buffet, and then they come by and slice the meats. And when I took him there, the one thing that also people are complaining about, and I'm seeing a lot in the channel, is people complaining about tipping and how they have to tip and how people are doing shenanigans with the bill. Now, I hate, if I'm paying a server, I am not going to use the computer on the table like it's Applebee's at a higher end restaurant and swipe my credit card at the table. You're going to run my credit card. You're going to present me with an entire bill so I can look at it. And again, if it's a meeting, if it's tax deductible, whatever, it's relevant, but I want a printed receipt. I want a detailed receipt. Hey, we didn't order a bottle of wine, whatever, okay? We didn't order, the extra side of fries, whatever. The point is that people are starting to get wind of this stuff because they come by and they say, yeah, here's your total, it's $36. The biggest thing now that people are complaining about is they're adding the service charges to restaurants. 5%, 10%, 18% is the most I've seen, but we're starting to see more and more of that. And people are starting to say, wait a second, if you charge the service fee, I'm going to take that off your tip. I'm not paying a service fee to eat here just because you have it. So share your thoughts on this stuff, guys. This is a beautiful spot, beautiful day. But what do you guys think about that? So many businesses have gone out of business during this time. And in researching this story and restaurant complaints and everything like that, you can go on for hours about this. This video could be 6 hours long. But again, the health department stuff, that's a deal killer for me, guys. If somebody's not clean, don't eat there. That's what I think. Now, my brother's wife owns a very big restaurant in Orange County. And her whole thing is, listen, you can go to the mom and pop places, go to the restroom first and see how their bathroom is. If their bathroom's not clean, that's how their kitchen is. And that has been the best advice ever, because there's days that people say, hey, meet me in Alhambra, and I've got to drive up there and I've got to meet and sit at a restaurant that I don't know, and you're hungry and you're trying to eat and you want to know if you want to eat anything or not, if I should. No, I'll just have the water, okay, that I brought. Does that make sense? So, you know, how do you guys feel about this stuff? You're going to see so many places go out of business. The absolute number of restaurants right now that are suffering. And again, they're cutting corners and cutting corners and cutting corners. And the shrinkflation happens with products. We were at Walmart yesterday and there was Parmesan cheese. It was high-end Parmesan cheese. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. I should have taken a picture of this. But literally there was this much out of the bottle on each one. And it looked like somebody opened it and ate part of it and put it back. No, that's just how they're packaging it, where they've got a 9-ounce glass bottle and they give you, instead of 8.5 ounces, they'll give you 7 ounces of the cheese. We're seeing this all over. But restaurant, especially portions, especially adding things to the ticket, they're doing that. Inflation charges, norms, which is basically, guys, here in Southern California, is, you know, it's just a coffee shop. What we used to call a coffee shop, which is just simple meals, quick serve. They used to be open 24 hours. Now with the health crisis, they close at 11. And, you know, that's what we're seeing more of. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. Would you go back to that place? You know, again, I'm floored that they put a sign on the door that they were short-staffed when they were shut down by the health department. So do you guys have access to this around the country or around the world? How is it out of the country? When you guys go to a restaurant, you know, what do you think? Do you guys have something? Now, it's one thing to go to a bar. It's one thing to go to some place that's a dive, you know. But again, cleanliness, your health, putting your fingers in your mouth, okay? Come on, guys. This gets gross when you start to think about this. So is this a deal killer for you like it is for me? But what you're going to see is this happen between now and the holidays. This is going to be such an explosion and such a loss of business between now and the end of these 2022. It's going to be absolutely a mess. So let me know what you guys think about this. You know, it's one thing, like I said, I was researching this. A lot of restaurants have gone out of business. Steak and Ale, you know, Mr. Steak, all these restaurants. But as you start to read this, they had diversification problems. When they went out and they changed their menu, and once they changed their menu, it wasn't the same quality. And, you know, you're starting to see things like that where people are like, this isn't what we signed up for. And again, the Thai food and Indian food especially are things that my girlfriend's had it 1,000 times more than I have. So order for me, because you know what I like. But I don't expect this fusion stuff to be thrown into a restaurant I've been to a bunch of times. So again, share your thoughts on this stuff. You're going to see more and more places shut down. You're going to see more and more places that are going to be out of business because of cleanliness and the health department and things like this. It's just a matter of time. So let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. And is it a deal killer like it is for me? So please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, there's an email list you can sign up for. And if you want more exclusive content, there is Patreon. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you guys very soon.